the fuck is this so recent? God damn. Welcome back again for a second upload YouTube. We're back with Nukes Top 5 because I wanted to do a second video. 5 ghost videos so scary they should ban TikTok. That's no reason to ban TikTok. Just because people do some stupid crap. As long as it's not too illegal. Okay. Nukes Top 5. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit the bell icon. Bing. And don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, Counts Potato 88. So I can continue doing this and I already enjoy it. So let's help me continue so I can keep enjoying it. Sorry, I got this right here. This image right here.
Top 5 ghosts calling camera. Randonautica Revisited. You might recognize TikTok user Matt Hall from a previous video I did about Randonautica.
So I saw this thing that a lot of people were doing on TikTok called
Okay, let's go. I love you both.
Randonauting. It's an app that you download and it gives you a completely random location close to you that you go to, and apparently it's supposed to be a glitch in the simulation or something like that.
I don't have TikTok and I never got into TikTok. I remember what TikTok really was because someone I used to work with was obsessed with TikTok.
Holy Is there anybody here? Yes, I think I just heard something.
Now, since his terrifying encounter in the woods, Matt Hall claims that he has had a new and even more horrifying encounter at his job. Matt says that late one night, when he was working the overnight shift, a security camera at his work started beeping. Now, the security camera has motion sensors and only starts beeping when someone or something disrupts the sensor. Naturally, Matt immediately went to check the camera. He was chilled to the core when he saw this.
There's literally somebody outside, like, dragging a bag at my work. No, sorry, I'm just recording in case something happens. I can't see his face. Where's he going? He's literally running down to the door. He's coming up to the door right now. See? Ah! Oh my fucking god! He's outside the door. He's outside the door right now. No, there's nowhere to hide in here. I'm literally. It's just this one room. The door. Yeah, the door is locked, but. He's like behind the building now. I don't. Can you just get here, please? Really?
Matt frantically calls 911 to summon the police. While on the phone with the emergency operator, the outdoor CCTV camera records a man dragging what looks like a trash bag right in front of the building's exit. Matt says that the police came and searched the area surrounding the building, but they couldn't find anyone. Even more baffling, the garbage bag the man was carrying was simply stuffed full of old clothes. So was this encounter somehow connected to Matt's previous randonauting experience? Was it even real? Or was it just a TikTok hoax? You decide. German Reddit user Overhype13 claims.
Of course not.
Even more baffling, the garbage bag the man was carrying was simply stuffed full of old clothes. So was this encounter somehow connected to Matt's previous randonauting experience? Was it even real? Or was it just a TikTok hoax?
Man, fuck that.
You decide.
Fuck that.
German Reddit user Overhype13 claims.
I apologize again. Yeah, you can buy a knife at a gas station for real cheap, and I'm not inducing and I'm not endorsing violence or the uses of knives in a violent manner, but in order for self-defense, you can buy one at a gas station. Buy a little pocket knife, that's all you need for now. Buy a second one. I'm like, go to Amazon, Bud K. They can help you with some basic self-defense. You can buy tasers, stun guns, nunchucks if you want them. Knives. I'm like, just for basic self-defense. You don't even have to have a metal weapon. They sell plastic ones that are freaking polypropylene or polypropylene, yeah, that are a sturdy.
Claims that he and his friends were randonauting when they were led to the middle of nowhere, a seldomly traveled walking path in the woods in Germany. They had pretty much given up finding anything when they suddenly spotted a mysterious flower and a plaque on a tree.
Okay, also, warte. Wir haben eine neue Intention gesucht. Also wir haben eigentlich ohne Intention gesucht. Er hat den Point angemacht und wir waren irgendwie so mitten im Wald.
Wo der Point ist?
Ja, warte. Ja,
Das ist der Radius.
wir sind halt direkt da beim Radius.
Ja, Punkt ist da.
Ja, wir sind auf jeden Fall im Radius. Und jetzt haben wir die Gegend abgesucht, also so ein kleiner Weg. Wir haben die Gegend abgesucht. Hier ist halt nichts. Hier war halt nichts. Bis wir eine Blume gesehen haben. Ich filme das mal. Hier ist halt so ein Schild. Thilo, guter Freund, Ruhe und Frieden. Das haben wir jetzt gar nicht gesehen. Aber jetzt achte aufs Datum. 24.07. Welches Datum haben wir heute? Sag's mal. Wir haben einfach den fucking 24. Mann. Das war vor genau 2 Jahren. Wir haben das fucking gleiche Datum.
A random flower?
Das kann doch kein Zufall sein. Als ob das genau vor 2 Jahren war. So, als ob hier jemand vor 2 Jahren gestorben ist. Scheiße.
Reddit user Overhype13 says that after he did some extensive Google searching to find the man named Thilo, who passed away exactly 2 years ago on the exact spot where Randonautica sent them, he wasn't able to find anything.
It's not. It's bad.
Overhype13 believes that there is no way the Randonautica app could have known about the memorial sign that shared the same date as their exploration. This mysterious incident remains unexplained. TikTok user Tyler Vasquez says that after watching many strange videos about the Randonautica app, she simply had to try it out for herself. The app gives her a location about 1.5 miles from her home, so she travels there and documents her experience. The location she is led to is a secluded creek.
First and foremost, just because I'm watching these videos,
Surrounded
does not
by
mean I'm gonna
woods.
start endorsing
What
myself
happens
to go into
next
these.
is
I'm not
downright
going into the
chilling.
wilderness unless I have
Alright,
to
so I think I
survive,
gotta go.
And I'm not going into the wilderness.
This way down a creek.
It's bad enough I'm reacting to this stuff in my own.
Alright, that's what I found so far.
This is as far
Pretty
as I
creepy.
can go.
I'll go see what that is. Okay, so I just opened up one of the photos, and it's whatever the that is. Then we have these random 3. This one's It's Your Birthday with the snowman with, I don't know. And these 2 I just put together. It's like, play with me.
Feel it by yourself.
Alright, I think it was just my imagination. I think I'm just hearing but I'm trying to read these. I swear I'm friendly. Play with me.
Taylor finds creepy drawings scattered all around the rocks that look like they have been drawn by a child. Then she hears the unexplained voice of a little girl and just runs. When Taylor Vasquez posted her video to TikTok, her viewers suggested that the creepy little voice actually says, "You hide and I'll find you."
Play with me. Play with me.
After many requests by her viewers, Taylor returns to the creek 3 days later to find out more about the strange drawings.
So I just hiked the mile back to that randonauting spot. Brought a flashlight as a weapon this time. As you can see, there's no one around me. I'm trying to go quick so that I don't waste too much time. These drawings are creepy as I feel like I should just grab them all really quick. If they have messages on them, because then, like, those look like symbols. I'll just go like quick so that maybe this can help me figure out what they mean. Maybe there's meaning to them. I'm scared to stay that long. There's a fucking notebook. I'm taking that too. Right, so I grabbed everything. Keep these. I don't really see anything else. So like,
The voice is there again, but it's now quieter, and Taylor doesn't really hear it at first. The soft little voice seems to say, "You're not my family. You're gonna die if you don't go."
they have messages on them, because then, like, those look like symbols.
Taylor collects many more strange drawings that are scattered around the area. But then the voice gets louder and says,
I don't really see anything else. So
Later, she posts her video,
Yeah.
and when she reads the viewer comments, she makes another shocking discovery.
Okay, so I don't have a lot of time right now, but I saw this comment and I'm kind of hyperventilating, freaking out. This girl posted that she saw a f***ing child in my video.
Gone.
No one was with me, and tell me if you guys think that looks like a ghost child, because I don't f***ing know. But I didn't know if she photoshopped it or not. So I went to my videos and I screenshotted the exact part that she shows right there. And I see the face too. And so now I'm actually freaking the f*** out. I'm super terrified. I don't know what to do. I didn't see anyone or hear anything until that voice happened, but it just sounded like an echo. So I don't know. I don't know. You guys tell me what you see, but that right there looks like a f***ing face to me. I don't know.
Now, what do you think Taylor caught on camera? Is it real? Or is it just an elaborate hoax? You decide. Before we move on to the next video, if you see anything that you think should be included in the top 5, contact us at nukestop5@gmail.com. What's at the window? CJ from the YouTube channel CJ Longcrow's Vlogs is exploring the abandoned and allegedly very haunted Crow Creek Reservation High School in Stephan, South Dakota. The school and the land it sits on has a very dark and creepy history.
This person does their research real good. That sounds awesome. Why is that still up and running? Let me just spell this out for anybody in the world who is not a small advocate of history. Every part of every land in the world has a sordid and bloody and horrifying history. It's just that the vast majority of it, hey boy.
In 1886, the Catholic Church set up a boarding school for Native American children on this land, and then basically forced the reservation children to attend. From the day the boarding school opened, the land seemed cursed. Crops and trees planted on the grounds wouldn't grow. Random unexplained fires destroyed many of the buildings.
Okay, let's get back to it. Of course they did. No! Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, you had me immediately at Native Americans. Any place the Native Americans were pushed from, since this is their home, and by right, it is their home, I'm more than certain that the Native Americans back in the day, wherever they were, they set curses on certain plots of land that were more potent for crops and hunting and livability, and they cursed it. This is probably one of those places that were like one.
And the schoolhouse was directly hit and almost wiped out by not one, but 2 different tornadoes. But each time, the Catholic Church would simply rebuild the boarding school on the same ground. One of the school's darker stories involves a nun named Sister Wilhelmina Kaufman. On January 12, 1888, during a blizzard, the nun left the school building to go to the laundry house next door. Even though the buildings were very close together, she got lost in the blinding snow and couldn't find her way back to the school. The next morning, her body was found kneeling in the deep snow. She had frozen to death only 100 feet from the school's door. Cut to modern day. People who live near the Crow Creek Reservation High School report seeing many strange and frightening things. It is said that the terrifying apparition of a nun can be seen roaming the grounds, and some claim that they have seen dark shadow figures wandering the school's hallways. CJ Longcrow happens to have a friend that lives on the Crow Creek Reservation, right next to the allegedly haunted school. So not only was CJ able to explore the abandoned building, but he spent the entire night right beside the creepy school grounds. So early in the night, CJ and his friends head out to explore the school.
Jesus, man.
They find some strange graffiti on the walls,
See, that's why you
and
should
even more
walk on the
bizarre,
instead.
a floor full of dead birds.
But he's probably chilling on
Holy
his own, but he's probably in the tub again. Alright, back to it.
Those are dead birds?
But even more alarming are the aggressive living birds and bats that have made their home inside the abandoned school.
Sound like something moved down there. Here, let's go. Let's do this room first. Oh, that's a fucking owl, bro. That's a fucking owl. Like the higher we got up, like it seems like that's. Oh. Bro, we just want to get by. Fucking birds on crack, dog.
Yep.
After a few angry bird and bat attacks, the guys decide to finish up their exploration and just exit the school. But the creepy story doesn't end there. Now, as I mentioned before, CJ is sleeping overnight in a house that is right next to the abandoned school building. So late that night, while his friends are sleeping, he decides to take a walk around the haunted school grounds. It didn't go well.
Everyone else is asleep, so. Oh, dude, like it's so creepy out here, bro, because I heard so many fucking stories, like, just so many stories of like, I just can't. But it is pretty fucking creepy out here, though, you know, I'm not gonna lie, like.
Why?
I mean, just look at this building.
Why?
Oh, bro.
CJ spots some shadowy figure walking by the abandoned school's third-story window. He freaks out and runs inside to wake up his friend Phil, asking him to join him to go check out the strange shadow. When they reach
Oh, fuck life.
the third-floor window where CJ saw the figure, what they find is truly bizarre.
I hate you.
Okay, guys,
I hate you.
this is
You're not my
exactly.
friend. You are not my friend. You wanted to go
Exactly.
outside
Where
for
could I
a
have gone,
long walk.
It's exactly
And be
what
by
I saw
yourself.
it.
You gonna take me to die, would you? You are not my
Here, let
friend.
me see inside
You
there.
are my enemy.
Custodian closet.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Now, even though the shadow that CJ saw seems to appear from one side and walk quickly past the window, there's just nowhere to walk. There's a concrete wall on one side of the window and a tiny empty janitor's closet on the other. So where did the shape go? Did CJ Longcrow see one of the strange shadow apparitions that are said to haunt the Crow Creek High School? You decide.
Like it's a long
You can
hallway.
check out CJ's full exploration video over on his YouTube channel, CJ Longcrow's Logs. Disappearing Act. Reddit user Edgy Christendom says that he and his girlfriend were exploring an abandoned mental asylum in Baltimore, Maryland, when this happens.
I almost hit that.
Yo, this fucking place is crazy, bro. Oh, moms.
Babe,
What?
where are you going?
I swear I just seen something.
Don't fucking start that. Babe!
Edgy Christendom?
Yo, what the fuck?
Edgy Christendom.
Bro, what the
You're lying. You gotta be lying.
What? What?
He turns just in time to catch a dark figure
No.
moving through one of the doors.
No.
But
Not my
when he
house.
follows,
Not my house, not me.
there's no one there. Edgy Christendom doesn't necessarily claim that the video is anything
that's just a right
supernatural,
opportunity
and he
for
says that it could have
homeless
simply been a homeless person
right
living in the
back.
building. But if this was a person, then where did they go?
Oh, and she a black girl too.
Let me know what you
Damn.
think.
She love you.
Camp Nowhere. The popular YouTube Urbex channel Exploring with Josh travels to what is rumored to be an abandoned summer camp in the Catskill Mountains of southeastern New York. The remains of the camp are in the middle of
Boy, they were
nowhere,
busting crap out of
surrounded
you,
by
too.
woods. Josh and his friends explore the mysterious site and discover that it was a former religious summer camp for children. Turns out, the religious camp was built in the 1950s and operated for at least 15 years before being abandoned for unknown reasons. As Josh and his friends enter one of the decaying buildings on the property, they find a strange surprise.
Fuck no.
Yo,
Fuck no.
what? What the hell? This is creepy.
Yo!
This is a fine. For real. What the heck? Who did that?
Do you think explorers did it, or it was just left like this?
It's too far.
Either satanic ritual cult people, or maybe explorers? I don't know, guys.
I can see.
This is creepy. This is a fine.
Oh.
Either satanic ritual cult people. This is freaking creepy. Look at this. Dude, who really hung all this up?
Explorers, probably
cool.
someone
I like it.
practicing in,
Dude, someone hang up
medicine,
was hanging out masks
or
up there.
just someone who's just out there
So
chilling.
these are
Too much
obviously people,
possibilities.
that looks like the ring one.
Nowhere, which means in the middle of
The
nowhere.
grudge or the ring. Tell
You're
me
probably in
not.
somebody's personal space. Those duckies.
Yeah, on the
are-
calendar it
look
says
like
2001, so
weapons.
unless this place went abandoned in 2001, this is our only trace at the moment of like any sort of timeline.
Oh, native.
A calendar on the wall dates all the way back to March 2001, so the camp has likely been abandoned for over 19 years. Josh splits off from his friends who are taking pictures of the abandoned buildings. While exploring alone, he finds a broken down RV. He goes inside to take a look and accidentally captures something chilling.
Jeez. Well, there's nothing in here. The bed in the back. Yeah. Okay. I've seen enough.
Did you see it? Well, Josh didn't either. But soon after he enters the RV, a mysterious small hand can be seen hitting the skylight on the roof. Now, Josh didn't notice the unexplained little hand, but when he posted his video to YouTube, his viewers were shocked. Some of them think that this could be the ghost of one of the children that stayed at the camp long ago. But what do you think? Is this a ghost accidentally caught on camera? Or now Josh didn't notice the unexplained little hand, but when he posted his video to YouTube, his viewers were shocked. Some of them think that this could be the ghost of one of the children that stayed at the camp long ago. But what do you think? Is this a ghost accidentally caught on camera?
A camp called Camp Nowhere, which is a Christian camp. Not to say too bad of a notion towards Christianity, but a lot of shady shit went down along when they had a significantly bigger amount
Or
of
simply
power.
one of Josh's
And
friends
anywhere that
messing
you have a
around.
camp in the middle of
And
nowhere,
if it
there's
is one of his
some
friends,
shit going
they
on.
certainly have tiny
That is
little
a plain old
hands.
fact. Like,
Watch
not that
your
push
step.
somebody's buttons or-
French paranormal explorer Oz from the YouTube
That's
channel
just
Project
fact.
Activity
Like, you
travels
can't
to
really
haunted
deny that.
locations all over France to investigate and record proof of the paranormal. In this episode, he investigates a house that is said to be extremely
If it was
haunted.
one of his friends, you
The
can't
house's
hear-
owner, who wishes to remain anonymous, says that both of her grandparents passed away inside the home. She claims that after she moved in with her children, she began to experience terrifying paranormal activity on a daily basis. Every night when she would lie asleep in bed, she says that she would be woken up by the chilling sensation of something stroking and caressing her cheek. Even though the nightly event frightened her, she believed that this could be the spirit of one of her grandparents, peacefully watching over her and her children. But then, one night, something happened that changed her mind forever. Just after midnight, as the woman lay sleeping, she was suddenly jolted awake by the feeling of her bed frame violently shaking. The entire bed seemed to levitate off the ground and then seemed to be forcefully thrown a few feet across the room. The woman now no longer believed that this was the peaceful spirit of one of her grandparents haunting the home. She believed it was something much more dark and sinister, something that might wish to harm her and her children. The family moved out of the house the very next day, and the home has remained empty ever since. Paranormal investigator Oz from the YouTube channel Project Activity investigates the mysterious house to figure out just what is haunting the family. In his investigation, he uses some very unconventional tools, one of which is a small piece of paper placed inside a plexiglass box. The idea is that no wind or air currents can move the paper inside the box, so the only way it can move is by something supernatural. Oz is setting up a second device in the same room, which I'll get back to in a second.
Oh.
The idea is that no wind or air currents can move the paper inside the box, so the only way it can move is by something supernatural. Oz is setting up a second device in the same room, which I'll get back to in a second. But as he prepares, right behind him, this happens.
Donc je vais l'activer et je vais vous montrer comment ça fonctionne.
I'm just curious.
Non, c'est pareil.
You got comfortable. I'm glad you got comfortable. I really am. I'm glad you did. Okay, back to it.
The piece of paper inside the plexiglass box mysteriously moves on its own. Oz doesn't notice and continues setting up his second, rather unusual device, a theremin. The theremin is sometimes used as a musical instrument, but it can also be used as a sensor. The theremin creates a tone whenever someone comes close to the antenna on top of the device.
This is a theremin, it's an electronic instrument. You produce music or sound by waving your hand into an electrical field.
So not long after Oz has set up the theremin, something very strange happens.
Elle avait ici, alors là je vous montre avec
Oh.
ma petite lampe. Il y avait
Bring
un
back the old school. Impressive.
la tête.
That means it's moving rapid.
Bon, très honnêtement, je sais pas pourquoi il s'est déclenché.
That means something's moving very,
Vous pouvez le refaire?
fast. And it's still there.
Je sais pas en gros.
Yeah, but you stopped talking, didn't you? Why? You already got one recorded. Why you gotta do it again? If the trigger's off, run away. And it's what you want. You're sicking me. How long if I sit myself?
Ok.
I'm looking at the cameras in case some shit walks
Bon.
through the window too. I'll be able to catch it all.
Now, just a bit freaked out, he continues on with his investigation. But it seems that whatever was messing with the theremin isn't done with Oz yet.
Et pour l'histoire, donc comme vous pouvez, j'avais pu le constater, c'est une histoire qui est plutôt intéressante. Merde, c'est quoi ça? C'est la lanière de ma lampe torche. J'ai l'impression qu'on vient de tirer dessus. La lampe torche, elle est au sol.
He's up there. I'm looking at one of these two.
Je comprends pas là.
Oz claims that something pulled on his pocket flashlight and broke the strap, causing the flashlight to fall hard to the floor. But then things get downright chilling.
Oh, yeah, but I'm sorry.
Il y a eu ce truc avec cette batterie, ma lampe là, la lampe de poche qui s'est... J'ai eu l'impression en fait que quelqu'un me l'a tiré des mains. Ça a pété la lanière qui est cassée là, vous pouvez le voir. Et en fait elle est... en fait la lanière est complètement pétée.
The eyes. I see those eyes.
A strange whisper can be heard and a door behind Oz slams him in the back.
En fait, la lanière est complètement pétée.
Throughout his investigation, Oz has managed to stay relatively calm. But what happens next even frightens him.
Si je vous dérange dans cet étage, je descends. Je vous demanderai de ne pas faire de bêtises. Là, par contre, sans déconner, c'est quoi ce bordel? Et franchement, il faut pas faire ça, quoi. Putain, je vais me faire pousser, quoi.
The ghost hunter gets an unexplained push in the back by an invisible force and almost falls down the stairs. What the woman told him about the dark intentions of the spirit that haunts the home seemed to be true, as he has been attacked not once, but twice, by something he just can't see. So, is this house haunted by some dangerous malevolent spirit or demon? Let me know what you think down in the comments. That's all for now. Thanks for watching. Please follow me on Twitter at nukes.5 because it's a nice thing to do. See you soon.
One day I gotta check out that freaking Big Bird video. But yeah, that was Nuke's top 5. 5 go.